Good morning, everyone. It's time for Morning with Jesus, and I am one of your hostesses, Barbara Amazing Grace Reynolds. And this is a show where you get to sit back, relax, and connect with the energy of Jesus, to listen to his words, and to learn the lessons that he wants you to learn today. So we will start with introducing ourselves, and I will let my beautiful co-host, the magical DC Love, go first. Okay, DC, you're on.
Thank you, Barbara. Good morning, everyone. This is DC, and I was born with the abilities that I have. I communicate with my loved ones who have crossed, as well as the angels and the ascended masters. And recently, for some reason that I still have not figured out, Joan Rivers has been with me quite frequently. And I feel like she's opened up the door for other celebrities to walk through as well. I did have an experience prior to this part of my journey where I had a friend and her son-in-law had third-stage cancer, and I started to receive messages from Jesus, beautiful, beautiful healing messages. And this part, for me, that was like so life-changing. I just felt so beautiful to be sort of like the telephone for Jesus. I have a background in law enforcement. I've studied the martial arts. I'm a Reiki master and teacher. And I basically hung up my 357, and now love is my revolver. So my purpose now is to help people in a loving way. And love is what I am. Love is what I do. It's what I listen to. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Merry Christmas Eve. This is the magical DC Love.
Thank you, DC.
Thank you.
And I am Barbara Amazing Grace Reynolds, and I am a freedom and empowerment life coach. And several years ago, I started doing automatic writing, and that automatic writing evolved so that now I am a conscious channel. And this has been a phenomenal part of my life. And it's something that I encourage other people to start to do, because I've always been one of those people who ask questions, always questioning everything. And now I have, a direct connection. I can find out the truth to my questions, and I don't have to Google them anymore. So this is so much easier. If you want to learn more about either myself or DC, you can find the information at my website, divinelyguidedhealing.com, and click on the tab that says Morning with Jesus. You scroll to the bottom of that page, you'll find a picture of each of us and a Learn More button. DC's Learn More button will take you to DC's website. So if you want to have a session with DC and find out what the angels want to say about your life, you can do that. And since you'll be on my website, you'll know where to find me. Okay, we are going to start our messages, and DC, you have two wonderful messages for us today.
I think I might even have three. I have a mouthful here. I hope I can get it out. But I just want to start off. The angels want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas Eve, and they're hoping that this is a magical day for everyone, and it's filled with peace and joy. And we use this day to express affection and to forgive those who have failed us, and to forget any past mistakes. And, this day should be one of the warmest that we'll ever experience. And the angels are asking that we stay safe. We focus on all of the good that this day brings and the holiday season itself. And they hope that we spend some quality time with those that we love. And we also take time to think of those less fortunate. And they're saying, today let your light shine forth for all to see. May your good works give glory to our Father, and God bless you all. So that was like a teeny little message to start us off from the angels. But one of the first messages that I got was about Jesus, and it starts off, Behold, the virgin shall be with child and bear a son. Unto us a child is born. They will call him Emmanuel, which means God is with us, and he is with us. He is with us all the time. As we reflect on this Christmas season, this can be seen as a time to start anew. Just as the baby Jesus is seen in the manger, we could symbolically sort of be like the shepherds, and we're coming for a blessing of a new beginning. Each day is a new beginning with Jesus. It can be a new life that is filled with peace and joy, allowing us to really fulfill our destiny. We are asked to remember the past, but look toward the future and the brightness that it holds. Jesus asks that we follow him, listening to the guidance he gives us along the way. He also asks us to remember the true meaning of Christmas. It does go beyond, all the commercialism that's associated with this holiday. When all is said and done, we find that many feel like an emotional effect as well from this, and they do feel like there's something missing. And the reason there's something missing is because they forget to keep Christ in Christmas. Many people begin searching for peace, and then some start to reflect upon their basic needs and their relationships that they have with others. So, at this time, this is a time to slow down a little bit, try to put the focus on family, as well as having an understanding of the true spiritual meaning of Christmas. It is a time of love. It's all about love, and the love that we have for each other. We need to reflect on God and his love for mankind. We can begin by choosing to remember Jesus and maybe honoring the significance of his birth. Take a little time to reflect on the spiritual aspect of the holiday. And you can do this many ways. Some people choose to maybe read a few uplifting passages from the Bible. Others choose to buy a birthday cake and celebrate, Jesus' birth and sing happy birthday. Maybe you like to partake in a Christmas mass, or you could just turn on the radio and enjoy the beautiful music that fills us with the true Christmas spirit. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. It does not have to break the bank. It can be as simple as a phone call, a text message, maybe an invitation to a friend to share a cup of holiday cheer. There's nothing like a homemade gift. You could bring someone a plate of cookies, or maybe someone may do a beautiful homemade scarf. These are all just simple ways, but they're so meaningful, and they help express our love during this holiday season. So just, think about that. It doesn't have to, involve a lot of money. Is what Jesus is saying to us. And, I just hope that everyone, that they take time out of their busy schedule. And please, if there's those in need, take time to help those in need. And allow your presence to be a beautiful, uplifting gift. And remember Jesus and all he has done for us. So please do not lose sight of this holiday. Add some prayers, a dose or two of gratitude, and remember all that Jesus has done in, your life. And, we don't have to wait another year to feel the love and blessings that we've been given. And Jesus is saying, why not let the joy of the season continue throughout the whole year? So that was my first message, Barbara.
That's wonderful.
I have a couple messages. Now, I did have a little visit from Joan because Joan somehow found out that we were having a show this morning. So she wanted to give a little message. So she gave me this little message that I'm supposed to give to everyone. And she's saying, hi, everyone, it's Joan. I'm fabulous as always, and I'm back. And she's saying, thank you, darlings, to you and I for having the show today, Barbara. But she wants to wish everyone a Merry Christmas Eve. And she's saying, ladies, the one thing that you don't want to find in your stocking this year is your husband. She's saying, I know it's not all about money during the holidays. And she's saying, people say that money, it's not the key to happiness, but she said, I always figured if you had enough money, you could make your own key. And she's saying, and thank goodness you're living in a world where the sky's the limit. And she said, I mean that literally, especially from my perspective. She's saying the stores are open late, you can shop in bed thanks to TV. And she wants to address the gentleman. She said, gentlemen, whatever you do, do not buy your girlfriend or your wife exercise equipment for Christmas. If God wanted us to bend over, he would have put diamonds on the floor. And she's saying, I could have used a little bit more exercise. I do have flabby thighs. So she's saying, so if any of you ladies are listening out there, maybe you have a little problem with that little muffin top going on, and you want to hide it, here's my advice. Wear a diamond necklace. It'll work like magic. It's going to draw so much attention that people won't even be able to look elsewhere. And she was saying, when I was on Earth, I had a 2-story high Christmas tree. And at the bottom, there was a manger. I had it all going on there. I had the wise men, the sheep, and the only thing different, I did have the baby Jesus, but being Jewish, I had to get him a nanny. And she's saying, okay, enough of the funny business. Can we talk seriously for a minute? She's asking that we believe in whatever it is that makes us happy, whether it's religious or spiritual. She's saying, but just listen to your heart. Everyone connects with God in a way that works for them. And she's saying, I personally celebrated the birth of Jesus Christ. It's okay to live out your own beliefs, whatever they are. Don't worry about what anyone else has to say about it, please. Don't be afraid to shine forth as a light in this darkened world. Do what feels right for you and makes you happy. And she's saying when it comes to religious or spiritual expression, you either use it or you're going to lose it. And please, remember, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is God's gift. That's why they call it the present. And she's saying, you know what, I really can't believe that Christmas is finally here. I ask that you forgive those who may have hurt or offended you. And to your friends, please give them a piece of your heart. And to every child in your life, please be a good example. And to yourself, give respect. Don't let the past steal your present. Let this beautiful time of year become an opportunity to pause and reflect on what is most important in your life and to really just clean that slate and get ready for the new year ahead. And she's extending her love, and she says, I love you all, Joan.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so that was...
I'm so proud of her.
She knew that it was, like I said, it is Mornings with Jesus, so she was trying to be respectful because she said, you know what, actually she had to be respectful is what I got because she said, you know what, I'm not truly an angel yet, so she's still trying to earn her wings. So she's trying to be good, and she went out a little bit, but I cleaned it up before. I read her message. I didn't want to get too much in the morning here. But she said she knows this is a show about angels, and she just, she's saying, what, I didn't really believe in heaven too, Barbara, until now. She said, I have a different perspective, But she's not a permanent member of heaven yet, from what I understand. And she truly hasn't earned her wings. So she's not going to, she's not making too much of a fuss yet. But she says, can you believe they didn't even give me an assistant up here? I guess the joke's on me, And I do have another little message, if you'd like me to read it.
Sure.
Okay. Who you are is God's gift to you. Who you become is your gift to God. Live with passion. Jesus can help you. He's the answer to all our questions and our needs for any emptiness that you feel. He's the one that could bring you new life. He's there for you. And, this can be found in the gospel. And Jesus, he reached out to people, but not so much like the religious people, those that were broken and those that were hurting. And we have to realize our times are now in God's hands. Our souls are in his keeping. And there's a question, are you trusting God for whatever comes next on your calendar? Because he's trying to tell us something, that this time is filled with meaning and purpose. And the different moments, that we have, they can transform our lives. And these moments can last a minute or they could last years. They can be pleasant, they could be painful, they can be excruciating, or they could be ecstatic. But from the beginning of time, God decided that we would be, here now in the 21st century, and he also determined where we would live. And he's saying, you have purpose and destiny. All of us, we do have purpose, and we have to remember that, and destiny for this day. And God wants us to use that. Sometimes we forget because our lives become so disorderly, but we have to remember that, God is still in control, and we just have to trust. And as we put our trust in God, we can expect him to direct our steps, to help us down the path. And everything is going to turn out for our highest and our best. So don't allow your circumstances to determine how you react. And I hear be better, not bitter. You're not the circumstances of your life. We have to understand that our identity is not determined by the experiences of our life. The experiences that we have, they don't last forever. Only our souls are infinite. Remember, the meaning that you give to your life circumstances defines who you are. When we can find something to be thankful for in any situation, that gratitude will change how you experience any situation, and it will transform the way you live in the world. Gratitude is the divine grace that has the power to transform your life. All we have is today. The only direction that you can go is forward. Please never give up. Persistence makes anything possible. Focus your energy and always keep your goals in sight. Everything worthwhile takes time. Whatever your circumstances are, you can improve them. No one can stop you. Only you could stop yourself. Every problem does have a solution. Anyone can smile. Anyone can laugh when things are going good, but you must learn to smile and laugh when your life is at a low point. Only then will you be able to bounce back from adversity. Experience God's peace, and He will keep in perfect peace to all those that trust in Him, whose thoughts turn often to the Lord. And the Lord and, all of the divine, the angels, they all want to wish us a Merry Christmas Eve and send their love to us. And those are my messages for today, Barbara.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That whole reference about, your stories and getting stuck in circumstances and all of that. I don't know why it reminds me of that dream, the dream where I was pushing boulders out of my backyard, actually. And since I live in Oklahoma and the land's flat, that's even more amazing because there aren't any boulders. But it was just such an amazing dream. It just felt so incredible. And I had people helping me to push these boulders, although I don't remember who the people were anymore. But there were three of them.
Oh.
We were pushing these huge, it was actually even not so much boulders as it was like rocks on a cliff made of rocks, actually. And we just pushed it all down. And then there was this flat lawn underneath it.
Oh, my goodness.
Dreams. Anything's possible in the dream.
Oh, my
goodness. That was just kind of releasing the stories that we carry around with us, that we actually have made so real that they've become these boulders in our lives. And when you let go of the story and you clear that out, it's like pushing the boulders down the hill. And I'm not sure why I was saying that, but that's what I was supposed to say, so I said it. Okay. I just love life. Oh, my goodness. All right, so I think I am ready with the message from Jesus. Okay, yeah, he says he's ready. All right. This is a time of great joy. It's a time of year when almost everyone has agreed that love is okay, that joy is okay, that living in that beautiful, loving emotion is okay. Even though some people have only agreed that it's okay for one day, still the fact that everyone has agreed is monumental. You are approaching a time in your lives, in your history, where this agreement is actually going to expand. As more and more people are waking up, as they are becoming consciously aware of their own choices and making the choices that they feel are right for them, trusting in that intuition, in that voice of God, in that wisdom within each and every one of you, then this agreement is going to expand. And there will be more and more people who are making the decision to come from love, to live from love, to clear out their boulders, to do what is necessary in order to have a happy life. For so long, you have all been concentrating on how things are in the world, what it is that you want to have, how this is wrong and that is wrong, and the government should fix this, and these people should fix this, and oh my gosh, why don't those people fix that? And you are now changing that focus. It's shifting. And you are looking within yourselves and seeing who you are, what you are creating. You are seeing that it's not a matter of having the government fix the world, because frankly, the government can't fix the world until the world agrees who it is. Until then, it's like you're tossing water balloons at a wall, expecting it to turn into Niagara Falls. And we know that made absolutely no sense, because it was supposed to make absolutely no sense, because expecting the government to fix your life makes absolutely no sense. It's time to look within yourself. It's time to understand your power, your choices. It's time for you to come back to where the true power lies, which is in each and every one of you. And as you are coming back, as you are understanding your purpose in life, in your own life, and you are seeing how your beliefs are actually creating everything that you are experiencing. And this is allowing you to make different choices. This is allowing you to release those old stories. This is allowing you to start creating a life that you can actually enjoy. A life that is filled with love and promise and amazement and wonder. A life where you actually allow yourself to accept the blessings that God is always providing for you. And God is always providing for you. But you've been taught that your provisions are coming from out there in the world. And so part of that awakening is realizing that those provisions are actually coming from God. And God is placing them out there in the world for you to find them. But the true source of everything, and we do mean everything, even the stuff you think of as bad, but everything starts with God. And God is within you. And that's where your power is. So embrace the love of this season and enjoy that day with those that you love. Spend time letting the people you love know that you love them. And we know that some of you are thinking, well, they should know I love them. I've given them these elaborate gifts. What's wrong with actually saying it? What's wrong with saying to them, I love you? What's wrong with saying it to yourself? Let this day of love be one truly filled with love. And then take that love and carry it with you always. It's time to wake up. The world is changing. And so are you. And it's in a good way. So enjoy the love. Share the love. Be the love. I love you.
Oh,
Okay.
that was so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I just have a little Christmas blessing that the angels handed me.
Okay.
And may God grant you the light of Christmas, which is faith, the warmth of Christmas, which is purity, the righteous of Christmas, which is justice, the belief in Christmas, which is truth, the all of Christmas, which is Christ. And with that said, the two of us, we want to wish everyone a beautiful, Christmas, and today have a Merry Christmas Eve. What a beautiful show, Barbara. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, DC. And we do hope that everyone embraces the love and enjoys today, tomorrow, and actually every day of your lives. And life is changing. And you get to decide. You get to create your story and decide whether it's going to be good or bad. And remember, it is you that is creating it. And we will be back next Tuesday. So happy holidays, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Yes, happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.